Hey everybody, welcome to episode 18. We are Dorian Destinations and I am Shannon and this is Franco who hates for me to introduce him. But I just want to say and clarify that we are not travel influencers. By all means, we are not. We are travel advisors, and everything that you hear with us, whether it's today's episode or episodes 1 through, that's not nice.
What me?
That, like now everything is like, like episodes 1 through 17 and anything that we have talked about with our suppliers, you can book with myself and my significant other, Franco and Tyrion, who does not like for me to introduce him.
Wow, that was the longest intro.
You like that?
I love it.
Love it.
So I'm Franco and Tyrion, and this is Shannon
Somerville.
You better rectify that.
Shannon Somerville and Tyrion.
Shannon and Tyrion, and we are your friendly neighborhood advisors, as she said. All right, well, let's get to it because you ate a lot of crap in the intro today. So we have a lot of good information for you guys today. We have a little travel news, some fact or fiction, like always, and we are gonna talk a little bit about the most secluded stays in the world.
Love it.
Yes, because I hate humans. And then we're going to go one-on-one, you and I, with our hot travel topic, leisure and workstations.
Oh, I love this because I've joined in on his bleisures. Bleisures, but I make them bleisures.
Yeah. Well, my bosses listen to this, so I just don't want you to, don't say too much. All right, so let's get into it, guys. We're going to talk with some travel news and some fact and fiction.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so first off, and I know you know this one.
Yeah.
The Vatican unveiled the last Vatican unveiled the last of the restored Raphael rooms after 10-year cleaning. Restoration completed on the final Raphael room in the Vatican Museum. It took a decade to restore all these priceless artworks.
On walls, just so you know, they're painted walls in the Vatican.
Yeah, so now you can see all 4 of the Raphael rooms in their full glory after a decade long of cleaning them.
Can I just say something?
You could say many things. It's a podcast.
I book Italy the most, and because I've been to Vatican, I can't even tell you how many times I've been to the Vatican. But the first time that my husband came to the Vatican, they did not bring us to the Raphael rooms. I was really upset because I know that he's familiar with their paintings and we were supposed to see it. So when we went back a couple years ago, I made sure when I was looking at the different tours, I have noticed a lot of them don't bring you to the Raphael rooms. And if you've seen this painting, well, maybe we could put a picture of it, but it's like, I think it's like the college or the philosophy, the school of philosophy, I think is what it's called. It's a very famous Raphael painting. That's one of the paintings that are on the wall that is there. And a lot of people think that it's a painting, but I want to just clarify that. Make sure that if you do a tour, that it does come with the Raphael rooms. They only bring you to like 2, but now if they have the 4th one, you should make sure that you have all.
100%.
I just wanted to say that because
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because let me tell you something. The experience was 20 times better when I went through the Raphael rooms because
they try to do like a shortcut. So they will bring you through. The Vatican is ginormous. Obviously, you can only go to a part of it because the Pope is living there. But they kind of like skip a bunch of rooms because they rather get as many people in and out. So just make sure you have the Raphael rooms as part of your tour.
Yeah, 100%. Well, that brings us to our first fact or fiction, which I know you're going to get this right because you're an art teacher. The Louvre, fact or fiction, the Louvre has the world's largest art collection.
No.
You're absolutely correct. The Vatican, which you just spoke about, owns the world's largest art collection with over 70,000 works of art, including pieces by Raphael, Michelangelo, and Da Vinci. Many works are stored in vaults unseen by the public.
Yes. So, like I will tell you this. There's even when you're going into right before you get to the Raphael rooms and to the Sistine Chapel, there's a whole room. There's even Picasso's, there's Salvador Dali's, there's all artwork. There are treasure troves in the vaults of the Vatican that people haven't seen. That's why like the Da Vinci Code, like everyone says, is make believe. A lot of it is based on
fact.
So if you read, like if you ever read the Da Vinci Code, if you read the book on the inside, it says this book is based on true information, but the story is made up. But all of the things that you're seeing it is true. It's very, very true.
But it kind of bothers me that, I mean, look, if you're an artist, right, back in those days, and you're like, I want my art. Oh, so what's the purpose of creating art?
Yeah, but they didn't. So these people weren't creating art to be famous. You have to understand there was
no. But you're not understanding what I'm saying. You create art to be seen, not you individually. Your artwork, your message.
You're talking about like Da Vinci and Michelangelo.
No, I'm talking about like regardless who it is. I just don't like the fact that they have a lot of artworks in a vault when art is made to be seen. That's my point. It's like a film. It's like, imagine if I make a film, which by the way, they have done this now. They made a film called, I think, 2125 or something like that. And they're not going to distribute that film until the year 2125, 100 years when we're dead.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So, but that's stupid to me because it's like, you make art.
It's like a time capsule.
Yeah.
Okay, but I will say this. A lot of the art that they don't have out in public is very old. It takes money to restore it. A lot of times they do not know who did the paintings. So, to put it out there and all of that, it's going to cost a lot of money. So
which they have.
Yes. And then also, a lot of the art that was made, and we're talking about, we're talking about the 1400s, 1500s, 1600s. A lot of those art was commissioned for the Vatican and other churches. And maybe some of the art was not depicted the way that they would like to it. And so the Vatican has a very secretive way of.
So like Bill Clinton in a dress type.
Yeah, maybe a pope in a dress. I have no idea. But so that could be a lot of the reasons why they do not share their artwork, and they have that vault. I just have to put that out.
That I know, but
I rule that if you painted the color blue, you went to jail. So only you were allowed to paint the blue if the church gave you the color.
But we're in 2025, and honestly, I just feel like you don't hold art back. You let people see it and let them judge for themselves. Like that's what
I find it like mysterious. I like it.
I just think it's full of shit, to be honest. Sorry. All right. Let's go to the second news, babe.
You want me to ask you?
I mean, yeah, because I did the first one.
Yeah, okay. Okay, news 2. So this is true. China expands visa-free entry to 70 countries to boost tourism and economy.
Yeah.
And it covers nations like Europe, Asia, and Latin America. And it's designed to revive inbound tourism and promote economic recovery. Follows global trends toward easing travel restrictions. So that's kind of cool. I love that they did that.
Yeah, I like that too. I think China is, even though it's under a communist regime, I still think it's an interesting country to
I spent a month there with school. I did study abroad there.
I mean, I will say this. From all the communist countries in the world, they are the ones that have sustained some sort of livable life, right? Like China's not destroyed.
Beautiful, beautiful country. There's some things very stunning about it. There's a whole west side of China that I talk about. Xi'an and Guilin, to me, was just it was like a fairy tale. It was stunning. So,
yeah.
But yeah,
I'm happy they're doing it. I think more people should see more places. So I'm always open to that. You want to give us the fact or fiction that was inspired by that?
The fact or fiction inspired about that.
She's still trying to get used to the format, folks.
That news story is North Korea restricts tourist interaction severely. So they are restricting their tourists. They don't want people coming in. Is that fact or fiction?
That's fact. It's North Korea. Yeah. So, what I did read was that all tourists must book through an approved agency, and they have constant supervision by guides. No independent exploration is allowed.
That's amazing. I can't wait to go.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going.
We are going to South Korea next summer. And
Yeah.
like that looks like that's a
We're going to the one that without,
border.
like communism and So we're good with that. All right. So there's our news topic and a third one. Disney World's new Pirates of the Caribbean attraction goes viral and is already tough to book. Enhanced ride experience blends animatronics, live actors, and immersive effects.
Is it here in Orlando or California?
Well, it's Disney World, so that means Orlando. Yeah.
I didn't know. I missed the memo.
Disney World's Orlando, Disneyland is California.
Okay.
Okay. So, so that's pretty
I didn't
cool.
know any of this.
So this is pretty cool. So they're gonna
follow the Disney news.
Well, I mean, it's news. So, so basically, they're going to have very famous for the animatronics, but now they're going to add actors in it, which is pretty cool. And then they're going to have some sort of like, I guess virtual or digital type of immersive effects, which I think is pretty kick-ass. So I'm going to give you the fact or fiction, and I think you might or might not get this one. Pirates of the Caribbean is the most written ride ever in Disney World.
Oh, in Disney World in Orlando.
Well, most written ride ever in any amusement park.
Oh, no, I'm going to say that. No, I don't believe that.
You're right. It's fiction.
Okay, so what is the right?
It's a small world.
I can totally see that, yeah.
It's a small world. Has 50 million riders yearly. More than any other attraction worldwide. Think about that. That's crazy. It's a small world.
It does hit every culture if you've ever been in it.
Yeah. I mean...
It's a small.
I mean, if you're like woke or whatever, or you're sensitive, like it's very stereotypical because it was open in 1966.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
so. Like in China, like
they do that. No, but they sing it in their language. I don't know if that's like that. That's good. That's awesome.
No, but like the cartoon.
Yeah, no, they do look like they have. Yeah, maybe I don't know. No. You may open up a can of worms.
Yeah, maybe. But we're at next segment. Was I love this one, the travel tips of the week. So you wanna hit it up?
Travel tips of the week. Senior friendly flight tips. So book early boarding for extra time. Choose aisle seats for easier access to come in and out because usually with the older we get, our bathroom situations are a little bit more on a rise. Use mobility assistance services at airports. Stay hydrated and move during the flight to reduce stiffness. Yes, compression socks. And a lot of people don't know this. If you are booking for somebody who is elderly, traveling alone, or even if they're traveling with you and they don't walk as fast as you, there are two things you can do an assistance where there's wheelchair assistance. And then there's also they're like golf carts that will take them from gate to gate if they have connecting flights, especially if they are flying alone, just like a child. Yeah. They have their name that says, and they'll wait for them and then they put them in the wheelchair and they bring them. We have used them for on my in-laws for flying and to make sure that
I've used them on you.
Yes, I've had wheelchairs waiting for me for absolutely no reason as I come off the flight. So
that was a little practical joke I did on you.
I'm taking a wheelchair away from somebody.
I know that's kind of messed up. But anyways, so tip number 2, a little old-fashioned tips that still work, right? So chat with locals for authentic recommendations. Skip tourist traps by asking for spots they frequent. And what works best at small cafes, local shops, and markets. So go to small cafes, local shops, and markets, and
they go to.
Yeah, go to those small ones and talk to those locals and ask them what they want, right? Like get authentic recommendations. Just don't go by any tour guide or Viator and all that jazz because, there's commissions and all that and it becomes a tourist trap. So.
But I have to say, Viator does good stuff.
No, they do good stuff. I'm not knocking Viator, but I'm saying if you really want the authentic, like off the beaten path type situation, you ask the locals.
Yeah. I just, I don't want to knock Viator for a couple of reasons. A lot of these, and I have to say, I use them for like when it comes to the Vatican and stuff. But if you are a cook in a small country and you want to get business, the way to go is through Viator, No,
I get it. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about getting...
You were knocking.
I wasn't knocking it. You see, there you go. There you go. I could tell you have a lot of wine in you. All right. You're highlighting. Oh my God. Okay. So tip number 3, she's going to say.
Currency converter app hack. So there are free, there's works offline, updates to real-time rates, and set your home currency, and then add the travel currency. And then that way you're able to help you with overpaying and avoid mental math. Look how you put that.
Yeah.
I think that's great about the currency app, and to have it, especially like wherever you're at.
Yeah. I needed it in Dominican Republic because they were, I think, like 600 pesos a dollar or $10 or something like that. So I the math was a little off, and I just wanted a beer, so I was doing long division. But anyways, so yeah.
I didn't know you were doing long division.
I don't know. Maybe I was multiplying. I don't know. I was drunk off of Presidente beers. But anyways, so yeah, we definitely recommend that. Get those money converter apps. Super easy. I have one on my phone now after Dominican Republic. And it's super easy, super user friendly. And again, that'll take a load off. So those were our tips. I think those are pretty good tips.
Yeah.
We help the elderly. We help people with bad math. And what was the other?
Like local.
Yeah. And then we hated on Viator. So it was a pretty good tip.
You hated it.
I didn't. All right.
Second 3.
Okay. So
Best of the world's most secluded stays.
yes. So
Ultra private luxury retreats celebrated in their peace, nature.
could you stop reading?
Cultural authenticity.
Yeah. Okay. So basically what we're going to cover, because she's obviously drunk off of the wine and it's not good for the segment. We're going to cover the 5 most secluded places in the world, luxury secluded places in the world as per Travel and Leisure. So the first one that we have coming on here is Six Senses Ziggy Bay in Oman's Norway of Arabia. So it's the Norway of Arabia, nestled in the Musabadam Peninsula's rugged wilderness, accessible via a dramatic 4x4 drive over Mars-like mountains, passes through Dubai, from Dubai. That's freaking amazing.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so it features a mile-long sandy beach, freshwater swimming pool, and region's only 100-foot saltwater pool. Ladies and gentlemen, 100 feet of saltwater pool. Adventurous guests can paraglide down from the mountaintop. So that's just by that description alone, the Six Senses Ziggy Bay is like, I think, crawling up my bucket list.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down with that 4x4.
This is pretty cool. This is called the Brandos, French Polynesia. It is a private sanctuary with 12 islets surrounded by vibrant coral reefs. It's reachable by serene 20-minute flights from the International Airport. And it's born from Marlon Brando's vision of preserving nature and culture. Guests can enjoy nature walks, diving, sailing, kayaking, traditional Polynesian crafts, basket weaving, ukulele playing.
Oh my God.
Ukulele.
So right here, my wife loves the ukulele, so we're definitely doing the Brando, and I love basket weaving. It's something that I never confessed to you.
You love Marlon Brando.
And I love Marlon Brando. So if I love Marlon Brando and I love basket weaving and you love the ukulele, I think we're going to hit the Brando. So, but before we do that, babe, okay, and we are going to Japan soon next year.
You want to go?
Yes. So Hoshinoni wa Takitomi Island in Okinawa, Japan, home of...
That's a tiny coral island.
Yeah, but this is the home of Mr. Miyagi.
Is it really?
Yeah, Okinawa.
Is this one of the blue towns? Blue city. We should talk about that.
This is Japan.
Sorry. Yes.
Japan.
I think it's one of the blue.
Okay. You mean like where people live 100 years? Yeah, it's Okinawa. The blue zones, not blue towns. Blue zones. Okay, so it's set in a tiny coral island in Yayamama archipelago, home to just 3 villages and around 350 residents. So you want to talk about isolated? You're going to be with 350 Okinawans.
Buffalo carriage tours.
Yeah. They have villas showcased at the Rucayanana architecture and low stone walls and coral sand yards in harmony with tradition. So you can do water buffalo carriage tours, Sabini boat sails, and canoeing through nearby mangrove tunnels. Are we doing? Yeah, mangroves kind of smell. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Miami.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the mangrove tunnel because that means that you're surrounded by smell.
It's like roots that are not in the ground, so they stay.
And then they're in the water, and it's not hygienic.
Okay.
So that's that. So I think, are you down to do this Okinawan hotel?
I would like to check it out.
Yeah. All right. So why don't you hit the next one?
But I want to make sure I say it correctly.
Babe, did you see me say Japanese words?
I know, but you did so well.
Did I?
You are drunk. Hotel. It's in
Reschio.
Reschio. This is in Tuscany. This is actually off the beaten path. So there's tons of areas of Tuscany. This little town, Perugia, is on southeast where Florence is. And these little towns are amazing. I actually had a client.
It's not Puglia.
It's not Puglia. I said Puglia. I never said Puglia.
Okay.
Her grandmother was from this town. And I called my supplier and I said, listen, I know you this is in Tuscany. Can my clients get to this town? And I have to give a shout out to Giuseppe. He said, yes, I got it. And they were able to do a whole different area. And they were able to go to this particular town where her grandmother grew up. And it's in Tuscany, but it's off the beaten path. So she said it was beautiful. It was stunning. So I just wanted to give a shout out to that.
Yeah. Well, to talk about the medieval castle.
This hotel, it's 7 farmhouses over 3,500 acres of untamed land. Guests can ride Spanish horses, explore ancient forests, take swim dips in the lakes, or join an Italian cookery class, all amid complete seclusion and lifestyle, which is pretty amazing. So yes, how cool. It's a medieval castle that has been restored.
Yeah.
So I just, actually just today, I am doing a tour similar to this in this particular area because this
really
area. Yes. Oh, and not only did I do it today, I have another husband and wife doing an anniversary, and this is another town that they want to go through.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people in Italy are kind of like getting away from the.
Yeah, because when everyone thinks of Tuscany, it's like the Siena and Chianti and all of that, and there's other. Tuscany's huge.
I mean, Italy's huge. There's so many great things,
and every part of Italy is different. Like we're gonna go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's focus because
last one.
Yeah. All right. So the Ceylon tea trails in Hatton, Sri Lanka, located high in Sri Lanka's UNESCO-listed Central Highlands, featured 5 colonial area tea planter bungalows perched above vast rolling hills and emerald tea estates. Ideal for slow exploration, tour tea factories, hike the famous 300-kilometer Picoi Trail, and combine serene tea breaks with sea and safari adventures.
I just did a class that talked about tea, and these teas, just so you know, that are coming from this part of the world, some of them are like almost 1 million years old, these tea leaves.
That's crazy.
Branches come, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, and I just love the whole thing that you could mix the whole sea and safari adventure thing. I think that's pretty interesting. So, and you're secluded. Again, secluded. So there you have it, the top 5 secluded places where if you hate
you are secluded.
Where you hate humans, you could enjoy the world. So, babe, here's our new hot topic, travel topic segment where you and I just go at it.
Okay.
We talk about certain topics. We could close it.
I'm going to close it because I don't even know.
Okay.
Go.
So we're going to talk about hot travel topics.
Hot travel topics.
Sorry, we're having... Okay. So leisure and workstations. Right?
Workstation?
Yeah, like instead of vacations, workstations.
Oh, workstations.
Workstations.
I don't like that word.
I hate it. So let's just think the leisure.
What is leisure? Okay. Leisure is a business and a leisure kind of vacation. Okay, so I'll give you an example. one of you guys, or in maybe a couple, or maybe you're solo, it doesn't matter. You have a work trip and you need to go to Canada Monday through Wednesday. But you're like, you know what? Let me tag on the weekend before and the weekend after and make it into a leisure work kind of vacation, right? So that is very common. It happens a lot. It's becoming more popular. People are able to work online. They're more mobile. So, it's like if I have to be in New York, let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, well, I'll go the weekend before and catch a show. And I'm already in New York ready for my meeting on Monday. So I think it's amazing. My husband does a lot of work trips, and I've done his bleisure.
Well, what's awesome by doing this research, by 2028, they're projecting that 30% of business trips are going to be bleisure. Yeah, so a lot of people
happy workers.
Yeah, and I think honestly too, with everything that's being so expensive and all that stuff, like just tagging on, like either pre or post your business part of the trip. It just helps with finances as well, right? Like you're kind of like in that area for at least a few days, and that could alleviate a plane ticket. It could alleviate. So it's a good way to save some money.
I'm being like if I had a worker, like let's say I had a business and they had to come to visit me, I would think that they would perform better if they came the weekend before, and then when they came for their meeting on Monday morning, it's like.
Yeah,
I think it's a win-win for the boss and for.
No, I agree, and I think that's if a lot of people nowadays, like COVID kind of opened this up, right? Because now people are working more remote, but there's now a trend with corporate America where people are kind of forced to come back to the office. I think that's wrong, and some people like our business NBC, which I love. I think they found a good medium where it's hybrid, right? Where you have 2 days work from home, 3 days in the office. And since I'm a producer, the nature of my business is traveling. I think that it's, again, the company pays for you, when you're there working, but then that stops and then you kind of like just tag onto it. And that way you're already there and you could already kind of like, it's either pre or post. I think it just helps. It helps kind of like just enjoy it more, right? Like,
I mean, I will say this, and he works for NBC, so he December 1st it's literally so Thanksgiving is Thursday, and then on Monday he has a meeting in New York City. So we're talking about like 3 days after Thanksgiving, and it's sad because it's family time. We want to be together. And so, yeah, we've gone to New York that weekend before, and then he'll just stay and continue working. So that's like a bleisure.
Yeah.
And we get to have our family time because it is Thanksgiving weekend, but he literally needs to be in the office in New York on Monday. So, we were able to go. He's at work, and we got to see some shows and got to do some New York love.
Yeah, New York love.
Typical great bleisure. And then he stays and we go back home because we have school and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, some people though, and again, being devil's advocate, I think they say the bleisure type of travel kind of sucks because you do have to work and you do have to focus and you do have to when I do travel sometimes and like, for example, I'm going to LA and it's like, I'm not enjoying LA. I'm there to work.
Well, that's why you go earlier.
Yeah,
that's with a bleisure.
But I feel like a lot of people would be like, I rather just when I go on vacation, I just totally want to disconnect for 7 days versus I could disconnect for 3 days and then I have to work and then do.
He may potentially have a commercial that he has to do in Nantucket. He's never been.
I never been. That's right. So I mean, I just feel that it depends on your company. It depends on who you're working for. Depends if you're a boss, like really what you think about that. I think it's great for the employee.
I do. I believe. I do believe that. I believe.
Yeah. I rather do it at the tail end of it where I work and then I could disconnect and then enjoy it because I'm also in the group of people of the thinking of like, I want to disconnect when I'm on vacation.
Yeah, but then I was in Vienna. We went earlier to do like the leisure part, and then I had Vienna. I had a travel conference. And we did it before, I guess, and I wasn't a fan because my head wasn't there and stuff. I wish I would have done it at the tail end. I will agree on that one.
Yeah.
I think my head wasn't in it.
No, yeah, you were all over the place.
Yeah. No, but I believe I can see that. I say the work party.
Yeah, it's a big culture shock mentally. You gotta shift your paradigm really, really quick.
But I think it's good. I think it's also like nice if you're especially working all the time and then you have like a little bit of a break. I like hotels. I even like staycations.
Yeah, I love
I think it's like a great like disconnect. Like, yes, I'm still in Miami, but I booked a room for the night and like I could like disconnect.
Do you think people that like hotels like in a past life were like royalty or something, like peasants come serve me, peasants?
Okay, but I don't order room service when I'm in a hotel.
I do.
Okay, my thing of a hotel is just like cold rooms, sheets that,
Are sanitized.
right, like they're freshly put on, silence. You could put on your door, do not disturb.
Yeah.
There's nobody coming in your room asking you for $5 because they forgot that tomorrow's a fundraiser, or can you blow dry my hair, or my clothes are not clean.
Wow, that's very specific.
Right. Like, so it's just such a nice disconnect. That's my leisure.
Yeah. I love hotels. I do, because I love like leaving for the day and then coming back and your room is clean, and it's like,
service probably.
Yeah, I love room service. I'm just tired. I just want to be in bed and watching Netflix. I'm like, okay, just let me order that cheeseburger.
See, I
that
don't
overpriced cheeseburger, because it's like $30.
I can do without the room service.
No, I love the room service. Like, it's somebody that comes in. I love the part when I open the door and the guy's like, "Sir, Senor Interian?" And I'm like, "Yes, that's me." He's like, "Could I bring it in?" I'm like, "Of course, I ordered it."
Like pretend you're royalty.
Yes, 100%.
I go like in a bathrobe and slip.
100%, and I go, "You shall enter, you shall enter, and leave my food for me to devour."
Should we talk about when we were in Vienna? He ordered everything.
Yes, yes, because it was stressful, and I just said, "You know what? I'm really hungry," and I said, "F it." I ordered pretty much everything on the menu.
He's like, "Yes, I want that." Okay, yes, I would like.
Yes,
that.
I want that. I want a milkshake.
And then I was like, "What do you order?" He's like, "Nothing." And then this lady comes in with like this. I mean, that thing was ginormous.
Yeah, it was a big ass tray.
She's like,
she dropped stuff and broke it. And
my heart broke. She went back and got us something. I did.
Yeah. It was like she almost cried. She was like,
I felt really bad.
Senor. And I'm like, I go,
felt really bad. And I was like, "It's fine. Accidents happen."
I go, "You must clean it now."
No, he did not say that. I would have kicked his booty.
Yeah, no, I didn't. But I do love room service.
So does your daughter.
Yeah. But so bleisure. So I'm a fan. You're a fan. I think there's some people, and I understand that argument, they just don't want to have business even mixed up with their pleasure. So it's a tough one.
You're limited on time, and this is like.
I'm with it. And also, like I said, if you're budgetly like tight, like I think that kind of helps you at least one plane ticket, like at least that.
I mean, I don't see it like that. I wasn't even thinking the budget part. I just feel like,
Yeah, because you never think of the budget. You want to go to Marrakesh, Japan.
To go somewhere else.
Now you want to do a river tour of beer.
I do.
Oh, God. All right. Well, that's another segment. Well, there you go. That was it. That was our last segment. I'm glad that we had that hot topic.
Hot topic.
Hot topic.
What is it?
It's like Hot Pockets.
Hot pocket.
Hot Pocket. There's a lot of topic. So thank you for joining Dorian Destination Podcast. Please subscribe, DM, like us, do everything you got to do to just make us feel better about ourselves. And that's it. Thank you for joining.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Ciao, bacalao. I'm going to continue doing it.